Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Sorry, sorry to keep you waiting. So today we will continue Rūpapariccheda. So okay, and then you can see. So yesterday we talked about the in the sensual sphere during the bhavati moment, all materialities are available, but it depends on the person. So some person they may not have it, eye, ear, and so on. But generally, according to the existence, or in terms of existence, they can there can be 28 rupas. So during the bhavati moment, Bodhisattva moment here, it explained the two ways. One way is what? For the Sansedaja Gabasika beings, moisture born and then spontaneous born beings. So minimum number of the materiality is 7. Okay. Maximum number can be 4. So that is for the Sansedaja Gabasika, Sansedaja Overbadika beings during the Bodhisattva moment. So for the Gabasika, egg-born beings and worm-born beings, so what do they get during the Bodhisattva moment is Kaya Bhava Vatu. Okay, 3 30. Okay, 30 materialities, or we can say 3 group of the materialities. Right. So Tathapi Bhavadaska Gadasi Gadajit Nalapati. So among these two also, sometimes the Bhavadasaka gender, okay, gender cannot be available. So the Paramvati Galikameda Chaku Dasakati Ni Badu Bhavanti. After that, so eye, ear, nose, then so they gradually develop. Okay. So here also yesterday I tell you about the Kamena and Kamena. So some teachers they want to say Kamena according to the Kama. So but the Bhadadika Sayadaw, so referring to the another book of the Banriva Anuruddha, who is the author of the Abhidhamma Sangha. So this case, so he write a Paramatha Vinijaya, something like that. That in that book also they are mentioned. So not Kamena, but another word is Vada Manasa. Vada Manasa means one who is gradually developing. So Kamena doesn't. So according to the Bhadadiga Sayadaw, so 7 these Jakku Soda Ghana Jingwa. So these sensitivities, materialities arise at the, how to say, 77, okay, 77 days. 77 days means how many? Maybe 11 weeks. Okay, 11 week. So as an embryo, they during that
Sorry, Sayadaw, you mean the 77 days is within or after?
during
Oh,
so
okay.
as a as a fetus in the mother's womb, starting from the day of the conception. Okay, so on the 77th day, so that day means 11 week. Okay, in the 11 week, during 11 week, these eye, ear, nose, then they develop. So even though they may not be at the same time, but they gradually develop during during the 11th week. So that's why. So it does not mean that 1 week after another. Okay. So some other tests they have mentioned that so after 1 week uh, in which eye sensitivity appears, then next week ear sensitivity appear like that. So Sayadaw in that case mentioned Kamina may gradually develop. Okay, gradually develop. He is in the idea of the Kamina, not Kamina. Kamina is not appropriate. He mentioned. So so we have to understand that according to Bhadadika Sayadaw, it these eye, ear, nose, then they develop during the 11th week. So maybe sooner or later, maybe these are sensitivities. So regarding the embryo stage, in the Buddhism, in the Buddha's text, they have mentioned there is a one text in the Yekha Samyutta Nikaya. There is one Samyutta. That name is the name of Samyutta is Yekha Samyutta. So over there, the development of the embryo or fetus is explained. Okay, so later maybe if we have a time another day, so we will discuss about that. Okay, so just for information, over there is the so how embryo develop starting from the tiny drop of water and so on. So that's why it is also interesting information over there in the Yekha Samyutta. So here for now, so we can understand is for the Garbhasayaka beings, so during the Bodhisattva moment, so three group of the materialities appear. Okay, among them, so Bhavadasaka, it is one group of materiality led by the gender, masculine gender or feminine gender, sometimes not available for some people. So at the door Parambodhi Gali Kamina, so during the Pawadi moment, so of that person in the sensuous sphere, eye, ear, nose, stem, etc., they develop gradually. So here also what the Banweva Anuruddha, the author of Vidamata Sangaha, mentioned is regarding human being. Okay, for the human being. Okay, but emphasis is giving on the human being. So also in the Yaka Samyutta, what the Buddha taught is also regarding the human being. Because other beings, they may not take so long time as a embryo or in the mother's womb. So they may be shorter period for them. That's why here, please remember, this is especially talking for the human being. So that is during the Bodhisattva moment and Bhavati moment. So here, next paragraph, HA1 Bodhisattva Mubadaya Kamma Samudhana. So this paragraph actually is not new to you because that is just a repetition from the repetition to the previous session, that is arising of the maybe arising of the Rupa session, Rupa Samudhana. Over there, you have studied when so Kamma born matters start to arise. Okay, so over in that session, it emphasis is given on the what, how the Kamma produce materiality. Okay, how many Kamma produce materiality? But here is which time. Okay, when here mentioned Padisandi Mubadaya Kamma Samudhana. So Padisandi Ubadaya. So Padisandi means rebirth. Okay, rebirth. Ubadaya. Study from the rising moment of the Padisandi, rebirth linking consciousness. Okay, so and also, yeah, Chetasika, mental concomitants, and Kamajarupa. So from that moment, study from that moment, Kamma Samudhana, Kamma born matters. Okay, Kamma Samudhana. So object, verb is understood. It means the Kamma born matters arise from which time? Starting from the rising moment of Padisandi. So what about the Chitta born matter? Dutiya Chitta Mubadaya, Chitta Samudhana. Chitta born matters arise starting from the second Chitta, okay, second consciousness. At the rising moment of the second consciousness. So after the when someone start a new life, okay, when someone start a new life, so the first consciousness is Padisandi Chitta. Okay. So after it, that Padisandi Chitta, after that, it is followed by the what? Bhavanga Chitta, 16 Bhavanga Chitta. So Bhavanga Chitta is the Chitta that just link, okay, the stream of the stream of the mentality. Okay, so without that, without the Bhavanga Chitta, we may die. So because by the time when we are sleeping, Bhavanga Chitta arises. By the time there is no Viti Chitta, no active mind arises. So that Chitta continue to arise. That Chitta is called Bhavanga. Bhavanga, Bhava Enga, part of a life. Okay. So without this part, we cannot survive. So Bhavanga Chitta happened for 16 moment. Okay, for 16 moment. So for anyone. So when they start to reborn, reborn means not yet just a conception, Padisandi Chitta arises. Okay. After Padisandi Chitta, so Bhavanga Chitta, maybe it is something like a sleeping. So that Chitta arises for 16 times. So among these 16 Chittas, the first Bhavanga Chitta is called Dutiya Chitta. So referring, actually it is the first Bhavanga Chitta, but referring to the Padisandi Chitta, it becomes the second Chitta in the new existence. So that's why here mentioned Dutiya Chitta, Dutiya Chittam Ubadaya, starting from the second Chitta, okay, rising moment of the study from the second Chitta. Okay. Chitta Samudhana, Chitta born matters arise. So that about that which moment I will explain after that. So Chitti Gala Mubadaya, Udu Samudhana, Udu born matters, Udu Samudhana, Udu born matters are produced or arise. Study from the Tidigala Mubadaya. Tidigala, the existing moment. Kala is a moment. Existing moment of a what? Existing moment of the Bodhisandhicetta, the first citta in life. So, arising moment of the Bodhi, at the rising moment of the Bodhisandhicetta, Kamabon matters arise. At the existing moment of the Bodhisandhicetta, okay, Udubon matters start to arise. Okay. Oja harana mubadaya, ahara samudhana, oja parana mubadaya, ahara samudhana. Ahara bon matters. So, nutriment bon matters. They start to arise. Starting from the time in which the nutriment spread to his or her body. Okay, to his or her body. So why the embryo is staying in the mother's womb. So that embryo get the nutriment from the mother. Okay, because it is connected with the mother, and also so through that connection, so what nutriment spread or reach to that embryo. So study from the time in which nutriment spread to any part of the bosom, body or embryo, then what happens? Ahara bone matters start to arise. Okay, this is study moment. Okay, this paragraph emphasize on the study moment or the in any rupa, kamabon metta, chitabon metta, udubon metta, arabon metta. So when they start to arise, so in our body, we come to know iti in this way, chatu samudhana, rupa, kalapa, sandati. So sandati means a continuity, continuation. Kalapa sandati, continuation of the group. What kind of group? Rupa. Okay, materiality. Group of the materialities. So they continue to arise. So how many group of the materiality here? Chatu samudhana rupa. Okay. Materiality which are produced by the karma, chitta, udu, ahara. So these materiality in our the continuation maybe one after another, they arise and dissolve, they rise and dissolve. In this way, in the karma loki, in the sensual sphere, like a what? They continue to rise. Dipa jala viya, like a flame in the lamp. Okay, we light the lamp. Okay, then there is a flame. Where we switch on the electric bulb, then electronic bulb, then there appear the light. Okay, like the lamp, like the water, light of a lamp. Okay, and also nadi soda nadi soda. Soda means a stream. Okay, nadi is a river. So when and then you have seen the water flowing in the river, okay, in the river, the current of the water flowing up and down in the river. So simile is a giving, two simile is a giving. One is like a flame, another is like a flowing water. So all the materialities produced by the four conditions, four causes, continue to arise. So, I think you have ever seen water flowing. Sometimes you may stand on the bridge, and then you may look down in the sea. the water is flowing, then you may think that flower is the same, and that water is the same. But when we observe really, so the first water is flowing down already, then in that place, another water take place. Okay, in this way, because it continue to arise. So that's why we think, oh, it is water only. All are the same, we may think. So also in our physical body as well, we can, if we observe, then there we can see, oh, these are karma-born matters, chitta-born matters, udu-born matters, ara-born matters. They arise and dissolve, arise and dissolve, okay, moment by moment, okay. So, but it continues without any interruption. So that's why we fail to recognize. We fail to recognize the there is only rising and dissolving, rising and dissolving, and also there because of the some conditions, karmas are constantly producing one rupa after another throughout our life. So also whenever citta consciousness arises, that citta also producing citta-born matters one after another. So also temperature, internal temperature, external temperature. So because of that also, materialities are arising and dissolving. So also because of the nutriment, even we drink water, there is a nutriment. Okay, because of that water, then there are water, arable matters arises. Okay, so in this way, like a flame, sometimes you look at the flame. Okay, so in that flame, so maybe you light up the flame. That's why you may think, oh, so long as you don't blow out, then it still remain the same. So you may think, oh, the flame is the same flame, but the wick is there, the oil is there. Okay, so the first flame burn up some amount of the oil and also some amount of some measurement of the water wick. Okay, so and then it is continue to burn. So that's why we think they are the same. It is the same flame, but in its reality, they are not the same flame. So also they are not the same water in the river as well. So also in our physical body, every moment, so these materialities are rising and dissolving, rising and dissolving like that. That nature is explained here. Dipajala viya, nadi soto viya ja. So how long? Yawada yuga. Yawada yugam abhojena pawadadi. Yawada yugam means so as long as we live. Okay. Abhojena without any interruption. Pawadadi happen. Okay, throughout our life. So it happens. So for the karma-born matter, chitta-born matters, so they may produce so long as we live. So but the udu-born matter and ara-born matters, even though we die, okay, so our physical body die, the body we die, suppose, and then the body in the ground, then the body become what? The earth. Okay, finally it became the earth. It mixed with the earth. It turned out to be what? Many dust. Okay, if we open the, if we go in symmetry and open the bowsers, they are kept. then maybe after 10 years or after many years, what you can see is only dust. So in this way, Udubon matters continue to arises over there, so as a corpse as well. So that is also the point here is we have to understand ourselves. Even though we put label on ourselves, that is I or he or she and so on. Actually, that is just a process. Okay, there's a processing, cause and effect. Causal relationships are there every moment, arising and dissolving. So there is nothing to regard as I or my property or myself or my soul. Okay, so that why also enlightened with this paragraph. Okay, then that is talking about the what during the Bodhisattva moment, how many materialities start to arise, and also it continue to arise throughout our life. Okay, and also when Chitta-born matter start to arise, it continues through our life. So also Udubon Arabon matter. So then, if we go to the last moment, if we are at the last moment in this life, that is called Marana Kala. Okay, paragraph number 56. Marana Kali at the dying moment. But in the dying moment, Chudi Jeda Pari, Chudi Jedo Pari Satta Rasma Jedasa. So, Chudi Jeda Upari. Okay, Satta Rasma Jeda. Jeda is a consciousness. So, which consciousness? Satta Rasma, 17th consciousness. So, Upari, before. Okay, Chudi Jeda, death consciousness. Okay, death consciousness arise. So, before arising, death consciousness, we count backward. Okay, so then that is what 70 the consciousness arise there. So of that the 70 the consciousness before the arising of the Judicata death consciousness, Titi Kala Mubadaya, Titi Kala Ubadaya, starting from the existing moment. Okay, starting from the existing moment of the 70 the consciousness before the arising of the Judicata. Okay. Kamaja Rubani Na Opajandi. So Kama-born matters do not arise from that moment on. Okay. So starting from the 70, the consciousness, backward from the Judicata. So there will not arise what the karma-born matters. Karma-born matters do not arise. So it means karma already exhausted. Okay, our karma, the karma that produce this life, has been exhausted. That's why that the karma will not be able to produce another rupa materiality. Okay, study from the 70 existing moment of the 70 the consciousness before the Judicata. So you may write it the Judicata as the last one, and then you can count 1, 2, 3 up to the 17. Okay, so in the 70, the consciousness also, as we have studied before, each consciousness has 3 sub-moments. Okay, number 1 moment is Upada, arising moment. Number 2 moment is a Titi, Okay, existing moment. The last moment is a Venga, dissolving moment. So each Chitta consciousness has a 3 sub-moments. Okay, so in that, so at the as you have a study in the previous paragraph here, Patisandi Mubadaya Gamma Samodhana. Okay, so Gamma bomb matters start to arise from the arising moment of every Chitta. Okay, Gamma bomb matters start to arise. So at the arising moment of the every Chitta. So for the 70th Chitta also, there are 3 sub-moments. So then, at the arising moment of the 70th consciousness, it produces a result, produces a karma. Okay, that rupa, when maintained
Sorry,
for
Sayadaw.
yes.
So in the 17th Jita,
Mm-hmm.
after?
In the 70th Chitta, okay, so there is Upada, Chiti Binga, 3 sub-moments. Okay. At the arising moment of the 70th Chitta, so karma produce the last karma born matter. Okay. At the arising moment of the 70th consciousness before the Chuti Chitta, karma produce the last karma born matter in this for this life. Okay, so that karma born matter lasts for, as a materiality is the lifespan, it has a 17 moment. Okay, 17 moment. So that's why the after the here mentioned is starting from that existing moment of the 70th consciousness before karma born matters. Okay, kamaja rupani na upajandi. So niyu kamaja rupa does not arise. Okay, niyu kamaja rupa do not arise there. So it means all kamaja rupa just produced by the at the moment of the at the arising moment of the 70th consciousness. So continue to remain up to the death. Okay. Then after that, after before the Chuti Jeta, then after that, after the 70 moment, Chuti Jeta arrives. At that time, dissolve. Okay. At that time, no more continuation of the karma born matter. That's why people say that. So if someone dies, then they said Kammakaya, extinction of the karma, can go wabi. So some people they say can go ne, means so no more karma. The force of the karma is exhausted. Okay, and that's why the karma produce any materiality. Okay, that's why remember. So when kamaja rupa sees, if we are asked, when kamaja rupa sees, so kamaja rupa sees, and so at the what just before the, maybe we can simply say kamaja rupa sees at the chuti moment. Okay, what the here mention is that kamaja rupa, niyu kamaja rupa do not arise. Okay. So it means all Kamaja stay there. Okay. The Kamaja Kama born matter produced by the 70th consciousness stay there. So it lasts for 70 moments. So the point here, Bhanuruddha mentions that so new Kama born matter do not arise starting from that moment. So some people they may mistake that study from the 70, the arise existing moment of the 70, the consciousness before the death. So Kamabon matter ceases. Okay, it is not correct. Okay, Kamabon matter ceases at the duty moment. Here, what you want to mention is Niyu Kamajarupa do not arise. Okay, does not arise. Starting from the seventh existing moment of the 70th consciousness before the duty cheta. Puretara Mobana ni Kamajarupani Judy Jada Judy Jada Samagala Ewa Awadedawa Nido Jandi Yami seizes. Okay. Nido Jandi sees. Which one sees? Kamajarupani Kamabon seizes. Kamabon Medas see. So which Kamabon Meda? Ure Daran Opanani Kamabon Meda that happened before previously. Okay. Kamabon Meda that are produced previously produced. So as I told you before, at the arising moment of the 70 consciousness, so the last Kamabon Meda is produced. So Kama produce the last Kamabon Meda. So that one is called Puretara Opanani. Kamabon Meda that have been, okay, that previously have been Puretara Mopanani, Kamajarupani, ceases, Pawadaitawa, having been, okay, Pawadaitawa, happening, we can simply say, happening Abdu what? Judy Jada Samagala Mewa. Okay, Judy Jada. So at the same time with the arising of a Judy Jada. So Abdu the Judy Jada, we can simply say, Abdu the Judy Jada, O Kamajarupa, Azil, and then with the arising of the Judy Jada, Kama all Kamabon Medas totally cease in the life. Okay, so ceasing moment, all Kamabon Medas cease with the Judy when Judy Jada arises.
So Sayadaw, so here when we talk about so the Judy Jada Samagana. So this is refers the Samagana. So this refers the Ubada or Tidi Obanga of the Judy.
Judy Jada, yes, we can simply say what? It is together with the together what we have to say is with the Benga moment. So the counting. So I have to correct. Yeah, you are. The question is right time. So Judy Jada is the last one. Okay, if we count back from the Judy Jada, it means including Judy Jada we count. So Judy Jada is a 1. Then up you count 17. Okay. So before what I say is up before Judy Jada 17. It is not like that, including Judy Jada. Okay. So 17 moment. Okay. 70 moment are there. So that's why O Kamajarupa. Okay, that is produced at the rising moment of the 70, the consciousness before 70 consciousness, if we count backward from the duty, so together with the duty, so it sees with the seizing moment of the duty jeta. Okay, at the seizing moment of the duty jeta also seizes. Judy Jada have a 3 moment, arising, existing, and dissolving. So at the dissolving moment of the Jada, Kamabon Nada also sees. Okay. So after that, After that, Chetaja, Haraja, Rupani, Auchejati. Auchejati means cut off. Okay.
Sorry, Sayadaw. After Tadoparang, where are you reading?
Tadoparang, Chetaja, Haraja, Rupanja, Auchejati. After the cessation, after the Judicata ceases. Okay. Then Chetabon metta and then Aharabon mettas are also ceased or cut off because cause has stopped. Okay, the cause is stopped. That's why Jeta no more Jeta there. So in this life finished, stopped rising. That's why the Jetabon metta also stopped rise. And also Aharabon mettas, nutriment mettas are also ceases, we can simply say. Tadoparam, but after that, even beyond the moment, Chetabon metta and Aharabon metta ceases. So Uddubon mettas, Uddu Samudhana, Rupa Parambara, Rupa Parambara. Parambara means in Myanmar we go asset. So continuation, okay. So one Uddu metta after another. Okay. So that is one Uddubon metta after another. Yawa metta Kaliwara Sankhada Bhavatandi have been. Okay. Uddubon metta have been until what? Until which time? Yawa Mata Kaliwara Sankhada. Mata means death. So the person death, and also Kaliwara, the corpse. Okay. Yawa Mata Kaliwara Sankhada. So up to the what the corpse break into pieces. Even after that also, I think it continued to arises one after another, because there are the bone also suppose the bone and flesh, okay, these things come to be into pieces, so come to be dust. So even other time also there is a temperature, they are also continue to have been not related to the life, okay, no longer related to the life, but as an art, material only. So because material to material, they continue to produce. So that is, so when they cease, when the Kamabon metta start to arise, and also that is mentioned on the paragraph number 55. When Kamabon metta ceases, is also explained in this paragraph 56. So you may join it. Okay, you may make a chart. Kamabon metta, rising moment of the the first rising moment of the Kamabon metta in this life, and then the last season moment of the Kamabon metta in this life. Okay, so also for the Chitta, the first arising moment of the Chitta-bon metta in this life, the last arising moment of the Chitta-bon metta in this life. The last ceasing moment of the Chitta-bon metta. So Uddu and Ahara also like that. For the because for the Uddu, so rising okay, rising die we can definitely say, but the season time, so it continues. It continues even if it become a dust. So it continues. So continue doesn't mean that it stay remain, but so one would do. So it may change the shape of all appearance and so on. So that is, so Kama Loka is like that. Here, paragraph number 57, they are mentioned H1 Mata Sadanam. Puna Deva Bhavandari, in this way, HA1, in this way, Madasatana, for those who die, for the sentient beings who die, Puna Deva Bhavandari, so, Puna Deva, again, Bhavandari, in another life, Padisanding Ubadaya, taking rebirth, Tatha Rūpam Bhavadati, similarly, Rūpam Bhavadati, materiality arises. So unless we become an arahant, okay, in this life, after death, in this life, we will be born again, Punadeva, in another life, another life. So Padisandhi Upadaya, studying from the Padisandhi, okay, Tatha Rūpam Bhavadati, in this way, and the next life also, Karma born matter, Chitta born matter. So next life maybe new karma produce a new existence. Okay, because of the new karma, we will be born in a new existence. So that reborn is called Padisandhi. Okay, so with that study from the Padisandhi, so arising moment of Padisandhi, karma born matter also arises. Okay, study from the what rising moment of the Chitta born matter, Chitta. Okay, that is the second Chitta, that is first Bhavanga. The Rupa Chitta born matters arises. So also Udubon, Arabon matters continue to arise in the new existence. So that with this commentator what Manuel Anuruddha want to say. So even though we may change, we may be born in a new existence, the same things are happening. Okay, Karma born, Chitta born, Udu born, Arabon matters are happening. So long as we have a defilement, we are to be born again, and also we are to encounter with the arising and dissolving of these materialities in the samsara, in the endless samsara. So that's why people, so they have another idea other than the Buddhism. That's why they think, oh, so another life, okay, another life. There is an eternal life, and so on. So life is eternal, something like that they mention. But according to the Buddhism, the life is impermanent. Okay, everything is impermanent. So in order to stop, so that cyclic continuation, cyclic suffering. So many people trying to find a way, but they trying to treat, okay, because of the materiality, we continue to suffer. That's why they disgust, they hate to have a materiality. Okay, so then with this perception in mind, some people practice to be born in the formless sphere or immaterial sphere. So to get that the arupa kusala citta, so they develop. And then because of the wrong perception, they were born in the arupa existence, a formless existence. So there is only consciousness is there. So in that the four arupa existence. Some people also they thought, oh, this is not because of that. This misery, suffering is not because of the rupa, but because of the mind. Mind is problematic. So they thought to themselves. So that's why they trying to have a not. They feel disgusted in the perception. Okay, we trying to perceive things with the mind. So that's why they feel disgusted, and then they try to practice and not to have a mind. Yes, it is also possible. Mind is so powerful. That's why after that they were born in the Asanya Sada. Asanya being is so the being who has no perception at all, like only form, okay, only form, shape, materialities are there. No vinyana is there. So their Bodhisandi is not the chitta, but the materiality, Jivita Nawaka Kalapa. So that is a group of 9 materiality led by the life faculty. Their Bodhisandi is that Bodhisandi, Jivita Nawaka Kalapa. And also they live with that Kalapa, that materiality throughout their life, many, many eons. And also they die with that material group of materiality. So that's why the people have a wrong perception. Okay? Even though they practice, they are practitioners, but even though they are practicing ardently, they without the guidance of the Buddha, so before the appearance of the Buddha, no one can experience Nibbana, ultimate bliss. That is freedom from the mentality and materiality. So only when the Buddha appear in the world, the Buddha show that is not the way. Nama and Rupas are not the problem. Yeah, we are suffering. Not the thing to be abandoned. Okay, not the thing to be abandoned, but the thing to be abandoned is a cause. The cause, okay, for the Nama and Rupa to arise. Okay. So then the Buddha explained that is a craving and ignorance. Okay. So craving and ignorance are there. So long as these attachment or craving or ignorance, moha, loba and moha. So then we will keep, there will be the what? Nama and Rupa will be produced continuously. That's why the Buddha encouraged not to cut off the result, but to cut off the cause. Okay, so the Buddha's way is when whatever problem arises in life or for the liberation for the life from the life, the Buddha encourages disciples to deal with the cause, not to deal with the effect. Okay, so here also I think we come to understand. So Nama Rupa, how they are happening, and then so how they are arising, how they dissolve, and also they are just a continuation. Not that there is nothing to be recognized or regard as an I or he or she and so on. So if once we recognize them as an I or he or she and so on, then there may arise a loba, dosa, moha. Then out of loba, dosa, moha, then we may do any other action, volitional actions. Okay, that is called karma. So the kilesa plus karma produce new existence, new life, new materiality, new mentality. So that's why we continue to be here. So for the other hand, even though they do karma, but there is no craving, no kilesa at all. That's why for them it became a functional kiriya, no longer karma. So that's why, because of that, the activity, the actions, so it produces no result. Okay, no new existence. For the arhat also, at the death moment of arhat, so it does not produce any materiality because nothing to be produced. Okay, so that's why here with this, and then we may regarding the materiality, and then so I think we better Okay, stop here, and then we will continue some explanation regarding these paragraphs in the coming week. So thank you so much for your patience, and also thank you so much for listening. Buddha Sasanam Jiran Daitadu, Buddha Sasanam Jiran Daitadu, Buddha Sasanam Jiran Daitadu, Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu.